Cybercriminals can convince victims over the phone to visit legitimate websites and download remote access control software that will allow them to take control of the computer remotely and adjust settings to leave the computer vulnerable. We have SABRIC CEO Kalyani Pillay back in the loft to explain how to avoid these telephonic technical support scams so that we don't become a victim. Welcome back.
Thank you very much, Bonnie.
What actually is a telephonic technical support scam?
Well, what actually happens is basically social engineering at work again. You know, criminals using those techniques to try and manipulate people. So what happens is that they pick up telephone numbers from directories, they pick it up from different sources, and they call random people knowing that most people will have access to some kind of operating system on their computer or on their devices. As an example, Microsoft, you know, most people would have. So they would call and they purport to be a technical support person. They would convince the person of their qualifications or as to who they are. They come across all very professional. And they then communicate to them that they've picked up, the company's picked up some kind of virus or some kind of problem with the software, and as a result, they want to contact the users of the system and enable them to deal with this issue. So it all sounds very convincing when they come across. And then they say to you, look, we're going to talk you through how to deal with this. And then what they actually do is then they ask you to log onto your computer. They then tell you to go to a particular site. They'll give you the site. You go onto it, and it's a usually legitimate site.
Right. So everything's in order.
Yes, everything's in order. So it's a legitimate site. You go on it, and this particular site would have what we call remote access control tools. So you now don't know that you're giving them that. You just think that it's the fix for the problem that you've been told about. Yeah. And so you go in and you then follow their instructions and you download this particular tool or software. Yeah. And what it does is that it gives them control, remote control over your device. And they can, at a later stage or at any other time now, come in and do whatever they want to. They can load malware, remotely load malware onto your device, which of course will communicate sensitive information to them. And at the end of the day, what are they after? They're after your banking details. So if you merrily sitting in your home thinking, well, now I'm so secure that even a technician called me to update all of this, you actually should never, ever accept a call from somebody who's telling you that you need to update your software. For one, just put the phone down immediately. Also, what they do is that they may even use another tactic. And what they could do is they'd call and they'd say, look, you need to download the latest security patch. It's going at quite a reduced price at the moment. We've picked up all these vulnerabilities. Please go in. In fact, you can do it yourself. You don't even have to give us your card details. And they may even tell you to convince you that if we give you your card details, they'll say, you know, you have to protect yourself. Don't give anybody your card details. So already you start feeling comfortable. Yeah. And then they get you to download something and pay, and they say you can go onto this site, do the payment yourself, do an EFT, and you think, well, I'm safe at least.
I'm in control, yeah.
So what you've just done is you've actually paid the fraudster to scam you, you know. Wow. And so, again, just be mindful of the fact that you should always update your devices with the latest security patches. Do it where you, on your device, it'll come up, it'll tell you where. If not, you can go to authentic sites. If you feel there's a problem with your device or your computer, go to a proper security software company and let them, but contact them yourself. Don't let somebody call you and download. So,
and also, like, don't let people pressure you into things on the phone or making a quick decision or whatever.
Absolutely.
So if someone has fallen prey to a scam like this, what's the recourse? What can they start doing?
Well, look, for one, if you think now that you've done that, you need to get somebody to look at your device very quickly so that they could delete all of those, whatever you've downloaded or installed, and also get somebody to make sure that you have all the latest antivirus. But again, go to somebody who you know you can trust and get it done. If you think that your bank account details have been compromised, contact your bank immediately. Let them stop that card so that you can have a new one issued. You rather not take the risk of, letting somebody else
Yeah.
be in possession of your card
Yeah.
details or your banking details.
Sure. So much to be careful of. Thank
Absolutely.
you so much. So we've all heard the saying, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. But with so many holiday season specials coming our way, it's easy to forget this in all the excitement. So join us next week when SABRIC CEO Kalyani Pillay explains how to best avoid classified holiday scams.
We are brave, innovative, everywhere. We are SABRIC.